Hello everybody and welcome back. So as I said in the previous video, we're going to be reading chapter 8 and 9 of Mallory McDonald Super Snoop. This is called The Tale of Little Miss Super Snoop Part 1. We will also include Part 2 in this video as I said earlier. Let's begin. By Mallory McDonald. Once upon a time there was a curious, adorable, extremely creative girl with red hair and freckles who solved the mystery of what her big brother and his girlfriend were doing when they were alone. She did this seemingly difficult task by hiding under a pile of dirty clothes. This was a mystery that had been very puzzling to the girl for a while, and she was very happy when she solved it. She was so happy when she solved it, she decided to tell other people, which included her best friends and her babysitter, about what she saw when she was hiding under the pile of dirty clothes. At first, she thought what she saw, which was her brother kissing his girlfriend while they were supposed to be playing hide and seek, was very interesting. As she thought about it a little more, she decided it wasn't quite as interesting as she had initially thought it was. In fact, when she thought back over what she saw, she thought in her mind that it happened kind of quickly and not in a very exciting way. As she continued to think about it, she decided that what she saw wasn't nearly as interesting as what she thought it could have been. So she did what extremely creative people often do. Remember earlier in the story we said she was extremely creative. When things aren't all that interesting, they make them seem more interesting. This could be more interesting. This is exactly what the girl did for her best friends and her babysitter. When she told them what she saw while she was hiding under the pile of dirty clothes, she used her creative skills to make the story of her brother kissing his girlfriend sound as interesting as she thought she could possibly make it. The first people she told were her best friends. When she told them that she saw her brother kiss his girlfriend, she did not tell them that the kiss was small and quick and on the cheek. To the contrary, she described it as long and slow and definitely not on the cheek. She told them that it was kind of the kiss you might see on TV or even in movies. When she told her friends that, they seemed to be very interested in the way she was describing what she saw. So she kept creatively describing what she saw. She told her friends that the kiss she saw was not just the kind you see on regular TV or in plain old movies, but more like the kind you see in romantic movies. The Academy Award for the best kiss goes to, and it's the picture in the middle, when she told her friends that, they were amazed, and this made the girl very happy. Even though her friends had told her they did not think what her brother and their stepsister were doing together was all that interesting, and one of her friends had even told her that she should stay out of her business. When she told them what she saw, they were both very interested. In fact, they wanted to know more, so she told them more. She used her most extreme creativity. Remember, we said she was extremely creative, to think of some more things to tell them. She told them that all week her brother and his girlfriend have been in his room with the door closed. They told him that all week they said they were working on a science fair project, but she didn't think that was the case because all week she heard laughter coming out of her brother's room. She also told them that she had heard noises that sound like kissing noises. She said that when she first heard the noises, she thought maybe there was something wrong with Max's dog, Champ. But then she realized what it was. But when she said that, her two best friends laughed like crazy. They laughed so loud and so hard that the girl's babysitter came into the room to ask what was so funny. So, thinking that her babysitter was fun, at least more than her parents, the curious, adorable, extremely creative girl told her babysitter the same story she told her friends, only this time she added even more extremely creative details. The kiss, overheard by Mallory McDonald. Winnie, I love you, darling. Smooch, smooch. You're my prince, Max. And when she finished telling this incredibly creative account of what happened in her brother's room while she was hiding under a pile of dirty clothes, she waited. She waited for her babysitter to laugh loud and hard, just like her friends did. But much to this poor girl's dismay, that is not what happened. Unfortunately, that is not what happened at all. The girl's babysitter did not laugh. She did the opposite of laughing. She got mad. Very, very mad. She started to talk to the girl in a very mad kind of way. And then on the left, it says, "For sale, one mad babysitter." She said she couldn't believe that the girl had hidden in her brother's room and spied on him after she had told the girl numerous times to stay out of her brother's business. She said she couldn't believe the girl was telling other people what she had seen. She even suggested that maybe what the girl said she had seen might not be what actually happened. Then she said she was going to get to the bottom of this, and when she told the girl to sit down on the couch and not to move, that this meeting was TBC, which, if you don't know, is babysitter talk for to be continued. And then this is chapter 9 of Mallory McDonald Super Snoop. Tale of Little Miss Super Snoop, Part 2 by Mallory McDonald. So the tale of Little Miss Super Snoop continued. It continued when, much to the girl's extreme dismay, her babysitter returned. But she didn't return alone. She returned with the girl's brother and his girlfriend. And to be honest, they, the brother and the girlfriend, looked just as mad as the babysitter had looked before she went to get them. Then the babysitter told everyone to sit down, but the brother did not sit down. The girl tried to say to the babysitter that his brother was not doing as the babysitter said, which was to sit down, but the babysitter told the girl to be quiet. She said she would let her know when it was her turn to talk. Even though she did not tell the girl's brother that it was his turn to talk, he seemed to think that it was, and the babysitter did not seem to mind. The brother talked a lot, and so did his girlfriend. They said they were really mad at the girl. The brother said that the babysitter told him that she hid in his room and that he was furious. The girl reminded her brother that the reason she was hiding was because they were playing hide and seek, and that is what you were supposed to do. But this made the girl's brother even more furious, and it made the girlfriend pretty mad too. Both of them started ranting and raving, which means yelling like crazy people, that the girl had made all of these things up and that just weren't true. Then they started saying what some of the things were that she said. "Is this the couple you would want to spend time with?" When they started saying these things, the girl looked at the babysitter and said what any girl would say in her position. She said to the babysitter, "Why did you tell them what I said?" Unfortunately for the girl, this seemed to be exactly the wrong thing to say. When she said this, it made the brother and his girlfriend even more furious. It was like they weren't 100% sure before if she actually said those things, but now they knew that she had. That's when the brother and his girlfriend came completely unglued. They were yelling all kinds of things about what the girl had said and done. They yelled loudly for a long time. They yelled that the girl would mind her own business. They yelled and yelled and yelled. And just when it seemed like they couldn't find possibly something else to yell about, the girl's brother told her that she was a Snoop with a big mouth. In fact, he had said these exact words to her. "Are you happy now, little Miss Super Snoop?" The girl was not happy. She didn't like being yelled at, and she didn't like being called names either. She reminded the babysitter that saying she was a Super Snoop was name-calling and that her parents do not allow name-calling in their home. Unfortunately for the girl, this seemed The babysitter seemed to ignore the information. She just looked at the girl, and not in a very nice way, and said, "You owe your brother and Winnie an apology." So the girl apologized. But the girl's brother and his girlfriend didn't seem like they accepted her apology. So the girl started to talk. If you remember earlier in the story, the babysitter said she would let the girl know when it was her turn to talk, and it seemed like now was her time. When she talked, the babysitter stopped her. She told the girl to save her explanation about why she did what she did. Then the babysitter said something that the girl did not like hearing at all. She said, "Wait until your parents get home." The reason that the girl did not like hearing that was because her parents were coming home that night, and she knew they would not be happy. Poor girl. And that's the end of that kind of long really long chapter. And yeah, it was kind of pretty sad too. And a lot of getting angry in that. So I guess I'll see you in the next chapter, which is chapter 10, which is wishful thinking. So I'll see you later. Bye-bye.